Jay Powell, chair of the Federal Reserve, says that the tariffs have been pushing up the rate of inflation. Now, I want to show you how the CPI inflation report has affected the odds of an interest rate cuts at the next Federal Reserve meeting. The next Federal Reserve meeting is going to take place on January 28th. Before the release of the CPI inflation reports, there was a 24.4% chance that the Federal Reserve would cut interest rates at that January meeting. So let's see how this affected the odds, and this is according to the CME Fed Watch tool. After the better than expected results of the CPI inflation reports, the odds of a rate cut in January increased from 24.4% to 26.6%. Therefore, it barely moved, which is, honestly surprising given that the expectation was that inflation would come in at 3.1%, but it was at 2.7%. So I just want you to know that even though the results came in much better than expectations, the odds are still highly against an interest rate cut in January. And I do want to remind everyone that the Federal Reserve gave their projections, and they projected that they're only going to cut interest rates one time in all of 2026, and just by 0.25%. However, Jay Powell is going to be out of there in May of 2026. And Trump says that he's going to nominate the new Fed chair, who's going to be Powell's replacement, in the next few weeks. And that new Fed chair is going to be someone that believes in much lower interest rates.